Do is, I didn't really have any stand-up that I prepared, so I will just tell you about everyday life, what goes on, what I experience, what I come across, the type of people I hang out with, maybe just a little bit of that. But whatever you do, please try not to laugh because this is not that funny, it's just, So I don't want to get caught up. So, I don't know, what am I going to talk about now? Okay, so there was this one time, right? I was sitting at home, I was watching an interview, some white guy was interviewing Robert Mugabe. And he said to Robert, you've been ruling for a very long time, Mr. Mugabe. When are you going to say bye to Zimbabwe? Where are they going? I enjoy watching TV so much, but yeah, it's really bad when you lose power in the middle of a very nice program. I'm sure most of you are experiencing that nowadays. It really trips me. What really goes on? Have you ever wondered what really goes on behind that building there at the flyover bridge? How does it work? Is there a panel of switches with area names? How does it work? Who decides what area is going to be in the dark? Who's going to have power? How does it work? Is it just a bunch of switches? Who decides? Chadley. How does it work? What if a guy is in a relationship and he's complaining to himself, she hasn't called me today, she'll see. Oh my gosh, she's cold. How does it really work? I just want to know, does it go to the extent of playing games? No, we'll play blackjack. I got black and I got black. Transformers and ladders, just rolling dice. How does it work? Really? I've always thought about it. It's a bad thing. So let me tell you about this one time, right? I was in church. And then a drunk guy walks in a church. Literally drunk, and he looks up and he says, I want to change. So the pastor's like, you're welcome, son, come up front. He welcomes him come up front. So he gets him to the front, And he says, you're welcome here, my son. You said you want to change. And he pulled out a 20 and said, do you have 2 10s? It's crazy, these drunk guys, they interest me because the confidence is just out of this world. They're not... We people that are regular or sober people, we just don't do certain things, but the kind of confidence they have is just... I'll tell you about this one time. I was in a mini mart, at a filling station somewhere, and we were in a line, and people were buying stuff, so we had to stand in line, wait for whoever walks off, then you move. And there was this older looking man in the front. I don't know what he wanted to buy, but whatever it was, he didn't want to say in front of everyone. So he goes over to the counter, right? And he tells the cashier, Mperako MTN. So the cashier hands him airtime credit, and he goes, MTN. And there's this drunk guy at the back of the line, because I didn't know what was going on. He didn't care, he just said, he won maximum, whatever. Drunk guys, man, the best confidence. It's just crazy, though. But you know what? I love TV so much, and I watch anything. I watch the news. I think the news is the most entertaining part of the day, because you get to see the community news. To be more precise, I love community news because there's people that just don't know what's going on. They've heard bits and pieces of stuff. They don't really know what's going on. And they'll be on the news trying to say stuff. It's crazy. Like you hear a reporter saying, we're at the residence of Mary Mambo, where a fire broke out and a child was burnt. And we have a witness in the background who claims to have seen it all. And then they'll call over the witness. It's his chance to say what happened, you know. And then he'll be like, in infna, chapeva pa government balakaneto, pari amene inganyama subsidies. Nichana mucho sako, bacho sako ma subsidies. Na mwentonga kane kupya so. Mucho sako chape, bacho sako ma subsidies, bacho sako unga, bacho sako sugar, bacho sako fuel. Ah, we. And then there's always this one guy at the back, you know, who's about to say something too, and he's agreeing. He goes, hey, that's Chilamon. Hey, na intekezi ne balena dia fumia ko fefi. Kundalama ba fumia kwa masi. Sugar ba fumia. You ba fumia. Kyonse bale fumia ko. Okay. Ngabale kwa ba fumia ko fyonse bimba menti ba fumia. Ba fumia ko le mazam fyonse ba fumia. Fizam city, fizam chick, fizam kabu. Fyonse ba fumia ko takre kwa. Ti ba fumia ko mazam fyonse. Ba sheko kama exam. Ba tama na ko swakala lembeshi. Now the worst part of all this is when the commercial breaks start. The commercial breaks, oh my word, I don't even know where to start. I don't know if you ever see these foreign commercials, you know, they're articulate. Not really straight to the point, you know, they'll have you watch it. You won't even know what it is they're trying to advertise until the end of the ad. Then you'll be like, oh my God, this is about water, you know? But our very own Adverts. You see ads like these from nowhere. You see someone pop up. Where's the connection? Ever since I started using Boom detergent paste, my exams have been very easy. Exams. I use Bullet detergent paste, and that's why my marriage is successful. My husband and I are happy. Like your husband is gonna raise his arm to hit you, and you'll be like, no, I use Bullet, honey. And you'll be like, oh, come here. Extra double plus, right? How does it work, you know? And the names of these detergents, oh my word. You know, there's regular names, Omo, Surf, you know. It has nothing to do with ammunition and explosives and war. What's up with that? You hear stuff like action. Really? Bazooka. Dynamo. Bullet. Boom. Can you imagine marketing these same exact products in countries like Afghanistan,